Hey, beautiful people. So I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to talk about how student loan payments are now, they're deferred, they're forgiven in a way. Should I say your payments? You don't have to make payments right now until December 31st, 2020. Don't forget, these are for government student loans. These are not for private student loans. These are only for government student loans. So right now, Donald Trump just signed an executive order where you don't have to make any student loan payments until December 31st, 2020. This is good for those people that were basically in default already. If you kind of don't have the money right now, or you ain't not kind of like you don't have the money right now to pay your student loans, this is perfect for you. But I want you to understand this. Right now, they're going to be deferred. You don't have any interest, and you'll see it here too, like on the Fed loan. So I have Fed loans. I figured I'll come here. So on Fed loan, you have zero interest, and your payments are temporarily suspended. Now they're saying September 30th, but it just happened yesterday where he said, you know what, we're going to do it until December 31st. Now, the thing is, they're going to push these payments back until, past December 31st. After December 31st, you're going to have to make some type of payment, but they may sign another order which says that you don't have to make a payment. But keep this in mind, they have income-driven repayment plans. They have other payment plans depending on your situation. So let's get into that part of it, because I think that is the biggest thing. So they have loan forgiveness. Loan forgiveness is when you'll make payments depending on, you have to make 120 qualifying payments and they'll be forgiven. So they have the teacher loan forgiveness. If you have total or like you're permanently disabled, you have a forgiveness. And then too, let's click here because they have other options on how they can actually forgive your student loans. So let's look into this right here. If it wants to pop up. If it actually wants to pop up. Okay, I think that it doesn't want to pop up for us, you guys. Oh, there we go. So if your school closed, or if your school actually closed and you weren't able to complete your degree, they have forgiveness for you. If they have false certification or your ability to complete it, so say if you went in for testing and they knew you weren't able to do it, but they still passed you anyway, saying, yeah, you can do it, and they was able to give you student loans, that's basically mean that they wanted to get the money, but they knew you weren't going to be able to pass. You can go ahead and get forgiveness from that. Say if you lack like a student loan or you didn't turn in not your student loans, if you lack like your high school diploma or you didn't turn that in, that's going to be another way too, where you can say, hey, they falsely said that I was going to be able to graduate knowing that I didn't even give them a high school diploma or I didn't even pass my test correctly. So that's one way that you can go ahead and get forgiveness. If you have like identity theft, I see a lot of clients have identity theft with student loans, and I don't know how people are doing it. It's like, really? How is this possible? But a lot of clients are having identity theft with their student loans. So this is another way too it can be forgiven. So if you have unauthorized signatures, say if somebody at the school or somebody signed for these student loans and you did not authorize them, then that's the way that they can be forgiven. Now, when you go to school, you're supposed to get a refund with the amount of money that's left over after you pay for school. So say if you get your grants, you get your loans, and then they take the money out of the grants and loans for school, and then the rest of that money is supposed to be given back to you as a refund. If you do not receive the rest of that money that you were supposed to receive, then you can get your partial refund. You can get the part that you did not get back. You can get that refund back to you. So look into that too. Say if your parents, I feel so sorry too if this is the case for you. If your parents or your spouse was in 9/11, then you can have your student loans forgiven that way. Now, these are different ways you can do the student loan forgiveness. Don't forget, it's 120 payments that they want you to make. They're going to be based on and off of your income too. So I wanted to get into the rehabilitation. That's when you messed up on your student loans, you haven't been paying anything. Those people that mess up on their student loans and they have the rehabilitation, what they need to do rehabilitation, like your student loans are in default. Like they're sent to the collection agency, they're going to start garnishing your check, or they're garnishing your check. They're supposed to stop the garnishment right now too, so make sure that they stopping that garnishment of your check. But they're supposed to stop the garnishment right now. They're supposed to stop it back in March, and they're probably going to start it back up January 1st because that's kind of when this is over with. But if you have that problem, I want you to act now, because right now all of these payments can be credited to you. So I want you to look into doing a rehabilitation loan. With the rehabilitation loan, you have to make 9 payments on time, and then you'll be able to do like an income-driven repayment plan where they'll base it off your income. Now, I really want to get into income-driven repayment plan because I have a lot of clients that get some type of government assistance, whether it's food share, whether it's medical, I don't care what it is, you get it. If you get government assistance, you can do the income-driven repayment plan. The income-driven repayment plan, you get government assistance, will allow you to have a $0 monthly payment. A $0 monthly payment means you don't have to pay anything. Now, keep this in mind. When you're on an income-driven repayment plan, they want you to be on that plan actually for 20 years. It's a long time, but remember, these are 30-year loans sometimes anyway. Or sometimes these payments are just pushed out depending on if you keep doing the deferment, if you're not paying on it with the interest. It just depends on your situation. But if you're on this for 20 years at $0, your remaining balance will be forgiven after the 20 years. So I want you to look into the income-driven repayment plans. So I was on this income-driven repayment plan before. I think I had to send like my tax returns in. They say like, okay, you got kids, your income is not too much, so they was able to actually drop it. Now, this is when I got government assistance years ago, so I want you guys to look into this. It's the income-driven repayment plan. Now, again, don't forget, we don't have any payments until December 31st, but if you're the type that's like, hey, I need to get these student loans paid, this is the perfect time because right now I'm going to go straight towards your principal. You don't have any extra fees in terms of interest coming out of your payment. So when you make a payment, it's going to go straight towards the principal. So all them payments is just knocking down that balance. It's knocking it down faster because now all the interest is not getting tacked onto it. So remember, you have all these different options. Call or text me if you have any questions. 833-RICKITA is my phone number. Call or text us. Don't forget, it's not just me. I have assistants. I know you may think that, oh my gosh, it's just you. It's not just me. But if you ever have any questions, definitely let us know and we'll figure out how we can actually help you. Make a video about, please let me know. I also have 2 playlists here for you too. So I have a video that I think that you may be interested in, so go ahead and check that video out. And then I also have another video of different videos. Actually, I have another playlist of different videos I think you may find very interesting, so please go ahead and check that out. And don't forget, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.